Kristan. Welcome to this new episode of How to Win This Week on the Explicitly Pro-Life podcast. Today, I want to talk about some research that Students for Life of America's Demetree Institute for Pro-Life Advancement released right around Christmas. So if you were like me and busy trying to make cookies and figure out how to fit all your kids' toys in a hidden spot in your house, you might have missed it. But this is a really important study that I wanted to call your attention to because the work actually is still ongoing. So we call this the Christian Schools Project. Sorry, I didn't come up with a better name for it. But the goal was to research all 784 Christian colleges across the country to see if they had public ties with the nation's largest abortion vendor. You guessed it, Planned Parenthood. And so the goal was to raise awareness that this is a problem and to convince, using public pressure and just guilt and shame, schools to drop their relationship with Planned Parenthood. This is a huge challenge that I believe we have within the pro-life movement of we need Christians to cut their ties to Planned Parenthood. We need Christians to stop referring women to Planned Parenthood for the other good services. We need Christian churches that operate right down the street from a Planned Parenthood to shut that Planned Parenthood down and call them out for the abortion Goliath that they are. So at the time of publication of the study, we were able to identify over 100 Christian colleges of this original list of 784 that had a public relationship with Planned Parenthood. That was our original identification process. We did the Christian thing and went to the Christian schools in private 3 times trying to get them to change whatever their link was or to stop referring to Planned Parenthood for internships or to stop the Women's Health Center from listing the Planned Parenthood brochure. So we went to the school 3 times to try to get them to renounce or just end their relationship, public relationship with Planned Parenthood. When we published the study in December, we got the number from over 100 down to 69. So now we're at 1 out of 11 schools, Christian colleges in the country, having a public relationship with Planned Parenthood. So instantly we were able to see about 40 schools drop their relationship. That's right. Students for Life helped kick Planned Parenthood off about 40 Christian campuses. That's another way to say that. But I wanted to share with you some of the information and give you information of where you can go. You can go to instituteforprolifeadvancement.com.org to kind of read the full report and see what we researched, because there's a lot of things we could have researched. And to be honest, there could still be Christian schools that have relationship with Planned Parenthood that we couldn't find because we were only able to use public information. You know, what was the Dean of Students office saying? What was the student handbook saying? What was their women's center or their health center saying? What were their job or internship job listing forums? So we were only able to use public things on their websites or social media sites to find this information. There likely are professors at these universities that aren't even on our list that still publicly praise Planned Parenthood in class or tell students to go to Planned Parenthood. I don't know. I hope not, but I know too much to say that that's not a possibility. Lutheran, Presbyterian, and Methodist schools actually made an outsized share of the infracted schools. Just so you know, Catholic schools made up originally 1/3 of all of the schools that had infractions, but they were the most likely to drop their public affiliation with Planned Parenthood. See that Catholic guilt does really well, and having a church that is very clear about abortion really helps. Among the F rate school, we graded the schools A through F. Some schools got an A+, not a lot. Some schools got an A+ if they had no public relationship with Planned Parenthood and they went above and beyond to provide support resources for pregnant parenting students. That's our next study. So wait for that because I'm really excited for how do we grow this A+ ranking of schools. But I'm going to read off some of the F schools in case you're like, who are they? I want to contact them. When you go to our website, I think it's Institute for Pro-Life Advancement. I also think you can go to, we have a kind of a cool map, studentsforlife.org/ Christian schools. There you go. I just went to it right there on my computer. You can actually see the map, and you can click on the map of each school and then personally contact the administrators at that school. I would highly encourage you to do that, because you need to do this at least, very least, for the F-rated schools here. So I'm going to read some of them off. Augsburg University in Minnesota, it's a Lutheran college. Central College in Iowa, Reformed. Duke University, North Carolina, I didn't know this, but they're actually officially linked to the United Methodist Church. Elizabethtown College of Pennsylvania, Emory College in Georgia, Hamline University in Minnesota, McAllister in Minnesota, St. Olaf College in Minnesota. What the heck is the matter with Minnesota? Come on, guys. Moravian College in Pennsylvania, Pacific Lutheran College. I've been there in Washington State. Yeah, that was a crazy speaking tour stop. I remember that school. Rhodes College in Tennessee, St. Michael's College Catholic in Vermont, Lafayette College in Pennsylvania, Muhlenberg College in Pennsylvania, Ohio Wesleyan University, Ohio Wesleyan in Ohio's United Methodist. So that is significant. That is not good. And you can do something about it. You can go to studentselect.org/Christian schools. There is a handy dandy map right on that page. You'll see the flags for B, C, D, or F infracted schools. And then you can instantly click to contact your that school, whether they're your alumni, maybe they're just in your state, or maybe you just want to do, you want to get extra bonus points from me, and you want to do every single school because it pisses you off that Christians can be pro-abortion, just like it pisses me off. So make sure you go to studentselect.org/Christian schools, click those flags, contact the schools, tell schools absolutely Christian schools should never be associating with Planned Parenthood, since they are the largest abortion vendor in the country. If you want to read more about the study and kind of the in-depth how we chose the schools and the complete listing, go to instituteforprolifeadvancement.org. Thanks, guys.